Hi, everybody. David Tallow here with another Freefall special. 30 days, 30 bands, all live music, celebrating the coming of spring. Thank heaven it's here. Past weekend was great. I hope next weekend's just as good. It's not going to be quite as warm as last weekend. We were in the 70s, almost 80 degrees here in northern Utah. Hopefully, we'll hit the 60s, which will be just as good. So, not ready for it to get too hot yet, but that eventually come as long as it's not like last year. Last year here in northern Utah was solid 90s day after day after day. Wasn't extremely hot, but it got old and no precipitation. I think we didn't have any precipitation until October, I believe, if I remember correctly. Hope it's not like that this year. It can rain during the middle of the week and then be good for the weekends. That'd be perfect. So we'll see. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about two live albums from a very well-known gentleman. Started out with a very well-known band that considered one of the forefathers of heavy metal. Of course, I'm talking about Black Sabbath, and I'm talking about Ozzy Osbourne. Now, Ozzy's put out, I think, 5 live albums. Let's see, let me double check here. Yeah, it's put out, Speak of the Devil, Tribute, Live and Loud, Live at Budokan, and Ozzy Live. I haven't got the latter 3, I got the first 2. So we're going to start things off with Speak of the Devil. Don't you just love that mug of his, especially when he got stuff pouring out of his mouth. Of course, let's see here, Ozzy and his little friend. And we got problems here. Oh no. The record's slipping in. There we go. I hate it when it does that. That's why I like CDs. They're much easier to handle. But fortunately, I don't have these 2 albums on CD, this vinyl. But I'm sure a lot of you people who love vinyl are going, hooray! Whatever. There's the band. Brad Gillis. Who was it? Yeah. Brad Gillis joined him on guitars, Rudy Sarzo on bass, and Tommy Aldridge on drums. This album wasn't originally supposed to happen this way. It's supposed to be a live album with Randy. This was released in November 27th, 1982. And what's really weird about this is in the UK, it's titled Talk of the Devil. Apparently that's being more commonly expressed item over there. So, I don't know. Talk of the Devil. That doesn't have the same ring as Speak of the Devil. Wouldn't you agree? Anyway, it was supposed to be the live album with Randy. Of course, unfortunately, Randy passed away in that dreadful helicopter plane crash or something. I think it was a helicopter crash. I keep getting different stories here. So anyway, Brad Gillis stepped in, said, "Well, I'll help you finish the tour and get things going." So he decided to do a bunch of Black Sabbath songs, which I'm all for. I love this album. I love this live album. A lot of people don't. A lot of people, because this was released around the same time as Live Evil by Black Sabbath. And a lot of people revere that album and hate this one, and a lot of people are vice versa. Love this album and hate Live Evil. I personally, Live Evil's okay, um, but I'm sorry, nothing against Ronnie, but he doesn't do justice to the Blacks or Ozzy's songs. He does justice to the songs he wrote with Black Sabbath, but it just some of the songs work with him, but not totally. So anyway, this album starts off with "Symptom of the Universe," just a rip roaring version of that. I love it. It goes to "Snowblind," not one of my big favorites. Black Sabbath, a classic tune right there. Excuse me. Fairies Wear Boots, War Pigs, The Wizard on side B, side C, NIB, Sweet Leaf, Never Say Die. I know a lot of people do not like that song or that album. I love it. Side D, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And from what I understand, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Black Sabbath really never did that very much live for some reason. But Ozzy does it great here. And Iron Man, Children of the Grave combo, and of course ends with Paranoid. And Paranoid is one of the songs I used to love it a lot. Now it's played way too much on the radio. I don't listen to the radio. That's why I don't listen to the radio anymore, because they play the same old songs over and over and over again. Unfortunately, the guys down at the shop, out in repair, play the radio, and of course they play Paranoid all the time. So it's starting to get starting to wear on me. But what can you do? But yeah, this is far superior to Live Evil for me. Maybe different for you, but hey, that we love what we love, and we don't like what we don't like. So anyway, let's see. And then the other one, let me bring this up here, is the album that was supposed to be released. It was released March 19th, 1987. Of course, I'm talking about Tribute. Love that picture. Ozzy and Randy, best of friends. I know it just killed Ozzy when he lost Randy. I think, if I remember correctly, there's stuff on here on the inside. Yep. Randy and the guitars. Him as a kid, and his brothers, and his mom. Yeah, Randy right there. Who would think that this little boy would become a guitar god? A lot of people would think, no way. I don't know if there's, oh yeah, more pictures here. There's the guys, Ozzy's. Now this is the band that was around after Blizzard of Oz tour. So Ozzy and Sharon. Look at Sharon right there. So yeah, too bad. It would have been really neat to see what Randy would have done later on in his life. He had aspirations to do other things, and Ozzy always told, I can't remember what it was he wanted to do, but Ozzy always told him, it's your life, do what you want, And but this album, starts out with "I Don't Know," and goes into "Crazy Train." "I Don't Know." I love that song. "Crazy Train." Yeah, it's okay. Kind of getting tired of that one. "Believer." Great. "Mr. Crowley." "Fly High Again." That song, when it first came out, was great, but over the years, it's kind of soured with me. Again, they played it way too much on the radio. It's one of those songs that should be played in moderation, listened to in moderation. Revelations, "Mother Earth," great. My sister loved that one. It's okay with me. I like it, but my sister really loved that song. She used to play it all the time. "Steal Away the Night" with the drum solo. Side C, "Suicide Solution," Randy guitar solo. There's the Iron Man, of course, "Children of the Grave," and "Paranoid." And side D, you got "Goodbye to Romance," "No Bone Movies," and D, Randy Rhoads studio outtakes. So, solid album. It's just too bad. Like I said, too bad it had to pass away. Like he did, and it was he died in a plane crash while they were on tour in Florida in '82. But yeah, it was around too short a time, and I think I believe this had a lot to do with Ozzy's mental state. The mental anguish he went through and all that. This Ozzy was on the mend from his split with Black Sabbath. This put him right back into the dregs of his addiction and stuff. But hey, you can only do so much for somebody, and Sharon and everybody did their best. And Ozzy's still around. He said so many times that he didn't expect to live this long. So, and apparently he's still got aspirations to go back on the road, make more music. So, but of course it depends. He's got Parkinson's disease now, so we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, that's my two albums: Ozzy Tribute and Speak of the Devil. Check them out. Like I said, they're fantastic albums, especially Speak of the Devil. Played the heck out of that album when I first got it. I still listen still love it to this day. Tributes, this is good. So anyway, check them out and check Ozzy's discography out. Ozzy is Ozzy. Wouldn't expect him to suddenly sprout a halo and stuff like that. But he's an entertainer and he loves to entertain people. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow on this is day, let's see, what am I, day 11, I believe. Yeah. 8, 9. Yeah, day 11. I'm losing count here. So anyway, we'll see you on day 12. Have a good one.